you came to the press screening last night to introduce the movie.
Yes.
And you said, I'm hard at work at the Suicide Squad. I'm kind of in Suicide Squad brain.
Yes.
Is it a reboot? What's happening? Can you tell me?
You know, these terms are all so narrow. There's so many terms.
Yeah. Is it a sequel?
It is what it is.
Okay.
We'll see. You'll see in 2 years when it comes out.
Okay, I understand.
I love this guy.
Elizabeth, Charlie's Angels, very excited about that.
Question?
The last franchise, we got Destiny's Child, we got a bop, we got Independent Woman. Could we get another original song coming in here?
I got some stuff up my sleeve.
Okay.
Maybe there is something wrong with Brandon.
James, you're no stranger to horror, you're no stranger to the superhero genre. Right. What was it for you about blending? Let's talk about blending genres here, because this was such a cool, unique concept.
Yeah, I just think of it as a mashup. I think of it as taking all the things I love about superhero movies and all the things I love about horror movies and putting them together in one thing. I think at its heart, though, it is, however, a horror movie. Really, you know, I mean, it's got the face of a superhero movie, but underneath it, what you really have is a horror film that owes as much to supernatural horror, you know, and maybe even more so than it does to any superhero film.
First of all, I loved the mashup idea. I mean, it was very visual from the script even, and the idea of the iconography, playing with the iconography of superheroes. But mostly I felt like it was a movie, for me as Tori, about parenting. How do you parent a kid that's different, you know? And I'm a mom, I have 2 little boys, and you're constantly, you know, wondering, like, what are they going to be like when they're big? And, you know, this big back that good question in that movie, like, comes up and is answered pretty quickly. I love horror, and I thought that this was a real opportunity to play with tropes in a really interesting and fun way and, like, surprise the audience the whole time. But also make, like, a really nice family story at the heart of it.
Yeah, it is interesting though, because like when you think about Superman, you're like, why the hell would they take this alien child in?
Yeah,
exactly.
Morons, like, right?
Call the FBI.
Yeah. Oh, here's a thing in a spaceship. Let me raise it as my own and hope it ends up
great.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
He's gonna be good. Let's make him good.
Totally. But also like myth making, right? Like we all have mythology around like our childhoods too. Like, you know, there's a whole story about when I was born, I had pneumonia, and I was, you know, baptized 5 times, and I made it through. It's like part of my mythology of like
being baptized
why. I know. Can you believe it? They kept thinking I was going to die, and they wanted to make sure I went to heaven. We can talk about that in another.
Okay,
this is like a whole, yeah.
But mythology in your childhood, right? Like we all have those like moments, like, you know, you see great singers, and there's always like the video, like, well, they played the piano when they were 3.
Right.
You know, it's like in Brightburn, it's like, well, I mean, you know, he crushed a blade when he was 7, so I guess,
little girl's
like,
hand.
You know, I guess we should have seen it coming when he like rose to greatness.
What are you doing?